teach the science behind meditation. I am more scientific than others. That's what I feel. That's what I know. Okay. I pride in my scientific spirit, my scientific spirituality. All are spiritual, but my scientific spirituality is attracting people. And this is the age of science. This is not the age of belief or faith. This is the age of science. See, we are no more in Kali Yuga, we are in Dwapara Yuga. Kali Yuga is the age of faith. But Dwapara Yuga, the age of science has begun. Okay. So in this age of science, it is the scientific temper that counts. And I am a man of scientific temper. That's why in this age, in this current age, everybody wants a scientific understanding, a scientific discussion, a scientific discourse, a scientific interaction. So I have become a spiritual scientist, and my spiritual scientist temper is attracting people of the like-minded scientific temper. Like this is the age of science, spiritual science. No more blind following, which were relevant in another age. Four terms, very important. Matter, energy, thought, consciousness. Matter, energy, thought, and consciousness. Consciousness is the base for everything, for all thought, for all energy, for all matter. Consciousness is the base. Consciousness thinks and thoughts arise. And wherever thoughts arise, wherever your thoughts are directed, there energy is generated. Wherever energy is generated, energy transforms into matter. So this is the equation. Matter is because of energy, energy is because of thought, thought is because of consciousness. And we are all consciousness. We are all, by birth we are all consciousness. By nature we are all consciousness. We don't acquire consciousness. What do we acquire? We acquire right thinking. This consciousness that we have to acquire right thinking. With the right thinking, we will produce right energy. With the right energy, we will produce right matter. Wrong thinking leads to negative energy, leads to diseases. So, right thinking gives rise to right energy and right matter. So, thinking is the base. Thinking is a function of consciousness. We are all consciousness. By nature, by birth, by existence, we are all consciousness. We can never cease to be consciousness. What is important is right thinking. People are indulging in useless thinking or wrong thinking or negative thinking or disastrous thinking or harmful thinking. That is the source of hell. There should be right thinking. Right thinking is that which is useful for you and for me together. If it is only useful to you and harmful to me, then it is not right thinking. Whatever thought that you think, that you produce, must be beneficial for both of the parties. For all the animal beings, for all bird beings, it should be beautiful. So, the most important thing is right thinking. Right thinking gives you right energy. Right energy gives you right matter, right body. So, mind creates body. Mind is right thought. Mind is a function of consciousness. So, in this book, wonderfully, we see how thoughts transform into tissues in the body. Thoughts in the mind transform themselves into tissues in the body. See, if you cultivate hatred to someone, towards somebody, then you create a cancer here in the body. That hatred transforms itself as cancerous cells in the body. You create your own cancers by your own wrong thinking. You create your own blood pressure. You create your own paralysis. All the problems of physical body are because of wrong thinking. So it's very, very important to know how to think rightly. So, my dear friends, this mind to matter is a very, very important scientific discovery. Scientific discovery. So, the whole of humanity, within a very few years, the whole world will come to know about this book. The whole world will come to know about psychosomaticity. The psyche creating the soma. Soma is the matter. Psyche is the mind. Psychosomaticity, mind to matter. All mouths will get locked after reading the book. Scientifically locked. Science will lock everybody's mouth. Hey, don't blah blah. Don't open your mouth unnecessarily, idiotically, illogically. Do meditation. Science will tell you. Now, dadiwalas are not required to tell you about meditation. Science will tell you. Neurologists will tell you. So, we are into that golden age where science will lead you to spirituality. All these days, science was against spirituality. They thought that brain produces mind. No, mind produces brain. As you think, so is your brain. Brain tissues are formed out of your thoughts. So that is what very clearly given in this scientific book. So now the time has come for the science to lead the spirituality. 21st century. 20th century was a transforming century. 21st century will be established spirituality, established by science. Before this, spirituality was established by yogis. But in the 21st century, spirituality will be established by scientists. And this is the precursor of that book, that phenomena.
Scientific temper, scientific analysis is required in all matters, not only in chemistry, not only in biology, but also in life, in what is called as life science, what is called as spirituality. After life and before life, life after death and life before birth, that is the subject matter. You are not the body. Maybe there is something like Atma. Let me check out. My scriptures have told, Bhagavad Gita has told there is Atma. Jains people have told there is Atma. Let me check up. How do you check up? Use the tools. How do you check up the bacteria in the water? You use the microscope. How do you see a black hole? You see the telescope. So similarly, you use the tools, and then that is called as scientific temper.